Hi guys, this is Farooq Ali from Equitas Law again. Today we are going to discuss about the powers of the Honorable High Court under Article 227 of the Constitution of India. At the outset, I would like to just say a statement, and later on I will be making a separate video on it, that the powers of the Honorable High Court under Article 226 and 227 of the Constitution of India are not interchangeable. The jurisdiction of the Honorable High Court under Article 226 is distinct that under Article 227 of the Constitution of India. The judicial orders passed by a civil court, as we say, are not amenable to the writ jurisdiction of the Honorable High Court under Article 226 of the Constitution of India. Now, let's move on to the topic at hand, which is Article 227 of the Constitution of India. In simple form, the article says that it has supervisory jurisdiction over all subordinate courts and tribunals. Let's first stick to this. In a lawyer's day-to-day practice, this provision comes in very handy to challenge all those orders of the subordinate judiciary, of the subordinate courts and tribunals, which are not appealable, and even if it is appealable, we want to take our chances if the question of, let's suppose, a grave jurisdictional error is involved. Let's suppose the question raised is so grave that it goes to the root of the jurisdiction. Or let's suppose like a court, while hearing a custody matter, decided property issues. This goes to all the junior lawyers and law students, that while writing an application under Article 227 of the Constitution of India, as we say civil revision, always remember how the order looks indifferent to you at its first glance. I know it's difficult because in a way, in fact, you have to find out non-application mind of a judge of the subordinate judiciary and perversity in its order, in the order of the subordinate judiciary, which is passed by a judicial officer. Looking for mistakes and non-application of mind in the impugned order, as we say, and things like consideration given to irrelevant materials, not only irrelevant materials which influence the decision of the judicial officer for passing that impugned order. What relevant documents has not been considered by the said judicial officer while passing that impugned order, which would have favored your client's case, or the judicial officer has exercised its jurisdiction not vested in it by law, as we said above. Finding the perversity of an order is a difficult task, I know. You have to see the plaint and the entire evidence to say that it was passed without any finding and or without any evidence. Please let me know on your comment below if you think any other grounds for filing 227 of the Constitution of India, and you may provide me which you think are relevant judgments in the subject matter. Please like my video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.